The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Softball is coming your way on 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors: Black Hawk Auto Body, by Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, by Citizens Mutual, by Cole Palace Cafe and Books, by Community First Credit Union, by Lee's Photography, by Lisco, by Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, by Meridian Credit Union, by Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, by the Ottumwa Job Corps Center, by Petrito Orthodontics, by Reflection Studio, by Schroeder Graphics, by Shelter Insurance, and by Slayton Polaris. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, from Houston Field in the City of Bridges and the 47th Ottumwa Softball Classic, the longest-running softball classic in the state of Iowa. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's day one of the Classic, and the final two games of the day have Ottumwa taking on first the Norsemen of Roland-Story, and then in our nightcap, it'll be Ottumwa taking on the Hawkettes of Ankeny High. Roland-Story back at the Classic. Ottumwa has seen them a few times in the past few years. Of course, they are coached by former Ottumwa star Amber Doyle, who's now in her 12th season with the Norse and has taken them to the state tournament. They were the state runner-up in 2018. And this will be the fourth time Ottumwa and Roland-Story meet in the Ottumwa Classic. The Bulldogs won games in 2016, 2017. Roland-Story won in 2018 on its way to that state runner-up finishing Class 3A. This year, Roland-Story 22-7. They played Southeast Polk here at the Classic earlier today, and the Rams won that game 6-2. So Roland-Story again 22-7. Ottumwa 20-12. They're a season high 8 games over 500 and on a 7-game winning streak. Now the goal for this weekend is for the Bulldogs to test themselves and prepare for regional play, as Ottumwa will face Roland-Story, the number 13 team in Class 3A, as well as Ankeny today, and then tomorrow a tougher slate, Class 5A, number 5 Iowa City High, and then Class 3A, number 1 Davenport Assumption to wrap up the Classic tomorrow. But right now we're getting ready for Ottumwa and Roland-Story. The head coaches, two former Ottumwa playing stars, Amber Doyle and Mandy Moore, meeting with the umpires at home plate. Let's take a quick 1-minute timeout and come back with the opening pitch for Ottumwa in the Ottumwa Classic on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream here at the 47th Ottumwa Classic. Bulldogs taking on Class 3A, number 13, Roland-Story. Let's get you the starting lineups first for the Norse, under former Bulldog All-State player and now 12th-year head coach of the Norsemen, Amber Doyle. For Roland-Story, leading off and playing shortstop, Allie Ringsby. Batting second, the center fielder, Reagan Faber. The catcher, Macy Freest, will bat third, and the pitcher, Madison Geis, hits cleanup. Dana Vincent at first base batting fifth. Hayden Walters, the second baseman, bats sixth. Lydia Etler at third base hitting seventh. Kaylee Birkland, the designated player, bats eighth. Reagan Schmitz in right field batting ninth. And the flex player is a left fielder, Gabriella Wakefield. As for your Ottumwa starting lineup, leading off and playing center field, Zoe Jones. Batting second, the second baseman, Ella Aller. Jordan Pauls in right field bats third. Amber Schatz, the catcher, hitting cleanup. Josie Lemons at third base batting fifth. Sam Weeks at first hits sixth. Maya Lemons, a designated player, bats seventh. Ann Guest in left field batting eighth. Batting ninth is the shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. And in the circle for Ottumwa is the pitcher and flex player, Ashlyn Sheets. Sheets entering action today at 13-4, while Roland-Story is throwing their number one pitcher, Geis, who is 15-4. So two accomplished pitchers, both underclassmen, Geis a junior, Sheets just a sophomore. They are introducing the starting lineups here. Roland-Story is sleeveless white jerseys, blue lettering Norseman across the front trimmed in red, blue numbers trimmed in red on the back, black pants with white trim, and white socks for Roland-Story. Ottumwa wearing the red pinstripe jerseys, white lettering Bulldogs on the front, white numbers front and back, white pants with red trim, red socks with white stripes for your Bulldog softball team. Game 1 of 4 over today and tomorrow in the Ottumwa Classic for OHS. Again, Roland-Story now. Our next game will be against Ankeny. Then tomorrow at 1:30 we'll play Iowa City High, followed by Davenport Assumption. And of those 4 games, the Davenport Assumption game might be the toughest one of all, although Assumption did lose a 1-0 game to City High earlier this season. We may be having a national anthem here before this game, even though we've had games earlier in the tournament. So we'll take 90 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above. Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ. We are having a bit of a router issue again with the live video stream. Going to go to the backup router here and get the stream on the air for the folks who are wanting to watch the Ottumwa Classic this afternoon and this evening. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Houston Field. Annie Argo, hard-working on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Brandon works hard, too. It's just right now Annie is switching out that router so we can get the video stream back on the air. Ottumwa and Roland-Story here in the Bulldogs' first game of the Classic. For Roland-Story, their second game. They lost earlier today to Southeast Polk 6-2. Ashlyn Sheets, 13-4 record in the circle for Ottumwa. The defense behind her, Ann Gaston left. Zoe Jones in center, Jordan Pauls in right. Josie Lemons at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Sam Weeks at first, and Amber Schatz behind the plate. Leading it off for Roland-Story is their their shortstop, Allie Ringsby. Junior hitting .388, 2 home runs, and 17 driven in. She'll be followed by Reagan Faber and Macy Friest. We're ready to go from Houston Field. First pitch from Sheets is in there for a called strike, 0-1, our first pitch at 4:20 this afternoon. 84 degrees under sunny skies, a light northeast breeze at 7 miles an hour. As the 0-1 is on the corner, strike 2. Sheets has pitched very well as of late. You go back to last Friday and the game against Davenport West and Cedar Rapids. They scored 6 runs in that first inning. Since then, Sheets has only allowed 3 runs in her last 22 innings of work. And there's a foul back by Ringsby to stay alive at 0-2. Ashland had a dip in strikeout production, was giving up more contact the week before this one, but seems to have rediscovered a little bit more of the juice in the circle. Here's another 0-2, and a pop foul back and out of play. Will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. In the game before this one, Ankeny knocked off Fairfield 11-0 in 5 innings. Ottumwa will face Ankeny after this game is complete. 0-2 to the Roland-Story leadoff hitter, Allie Ringsby. That pitch up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ringsby leading off the ball game for the Norse. They are the Norsemen, although obviously this is softball, girls softball. There's another foul to the right off the screen. I don't know if Norse is an official or even unofficial title they often use. Their jerseys say Norsemen. Now the 1-2. Liner into left field, base hit. Leadoff single to start the game for Ringsby and Roland-Story. And Ringsby will run at times, 13 for 13 in stolen base tries. That brings up the center fielder, Reagan Faber. Just a sophomore, hitting .438 with 18 driven in. Roland-Story is a young team. Only 2 seniors with more than 40 at-bats on the year. Faber, a left-handed batter, shows bunt, takes a strike, 0-1. Somewhat 2-1 all-time against Roland-Story. Last time they met, 2018, the Norsemen won that one. That pitch up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. And we did have the Classic last year. It was kind of a different event in the summer of COVID. That pitch up and away, 2-1. This year, feels like a lot more back to normal. They've got the grill out, all the usual fixins you can get at the grill and concession stand. Fans coming in and out as their teams play. 2 days of action. The 2-1 is high, 3-1, and Sheets is trying to make it hard for Ringsby to put a bunt down, but at some point you just have to put the ball in the strike zone and trust your defense to make a play. 3-1. Pitch on the way. Bunted to Sheets, throw to first. Not in time. Ottumwa hesitated a bit, and the speedy Faber beats it out. An infield hit, first and second, nobody out for the catcher, Macy Friest. Friest hitting .447, 2 home runs, and a team-high 35 runs batted in. A leadoff single followed by a bunt single. Lefty to righty the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Mandy Moore choosing to go with her number 1 starter, Sheets, for this game, and presumably Chloe Bradley will pitch against Ankeny. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Good job by Annie Argo, the video producer, to get the backup router going. We have the live video stream going again on AttumwaRadio.com and on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Roland-Story with 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the first. Allie Ringsby, a leadoff single to left. Reagan Fisher, a bunt single back towards the circle. Now the catcher, Macy Freest, with the 1-2 count is Ashlyn Sheets, just trying to get the first out of the inning. The 1-2, low and away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sheets brings it home. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. Big first out for Ashlyn Sheets. And another Bulldog strikeout brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. That brings up the pitcher, Madison Geis. Junior hitting .253 with 28 runs batted in. Does have 4 triples. Tall, lanky, right-handed batter. First pitch, fouled back, 0-1. Roland-Story has black and white batting helmets. The back of it is black with the player's number on it in white in a circle. And then there's white on the sides of the black stripe in the middle. That pitch up high, and the count even at a ball and a strike. The front of the helmet is white, has a logo on it. 1-1, pitcher to pitcher. Sheets will bring it home to Geis. And a foul back, 1-2. First 2 batters for Roland-Story singled. Sheets then struck out Freese. Now is 1-2 on Geis with Dana Vincent on deck. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed on the inside corner, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ashlyn Sheets. 2 down, and another Bulldog strikeout brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. That brings up the first baseman, Dana Vincent, a senior, hitting .320 with 2 home runs and 16 driven in. 2 on, 2 out, top 1, no score. First pitch. Off speed. And it hit the bat, I believe. So I believe that's strike 1. Yep, scoreboard says 1-0, but that pitch came inside and got a piece of the bat, so it's 0-1 to Vincent. Bulldogs caught a break there. There's a high chopper to second, fielded and dropped by Aller, but picks it up, throws it to first in time, and the side is retired. So Roland-Story gets 2 on, but then Sheets retires the next 3 hitters. We go to the bottom of the first. Roland-Story nothing. Your Bulldogs are coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the first inning. Roland-Story threatened but did not score in the top half, and now the Bulldogs will get their first cuts against right-handed junior Madison Geis. The defense behind her has Gabriella Wakefield in left, Reagan Faber in center, Reagan Schmitz in right, Lydia Etler at third, Allie Ringsby at short, Hayden Walters at second, Dana Vincent at first, and Macy Freest is the catcher. Zoe Jones, Ella Aller, Jordan Pauls, top 3 in the Bulldog order. Bulldog stats haven't been updated this week. I wish I knew what Zoe was hitting right now. She had the average up from 212 to 260. We talked about that the other day, and since then she's continued to hit. So that average, I would guess, is somewhere in the 280 range. And she'll stand in for the first time today. First pitch on the way to the Bulldogs center fielder is bunted out and missed, strike 1. No score, bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa and Roland-Story. Now the 0-1 to Jones. Bounced in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Roland-Story from the Heart of Iowa Conference. As the 1-1 pitch is upstairs 2-1. The Norsemen finished second in the Heart of Iowa to Sadell this year. Roland-Story 10-2 in conference play, Sadell 11-1. One game better. The 2-1 to Jones. Bounced in there 3-1. Ottumwa mathematically not done in the CIML Metro race, 2 games behind Des Moines East. But while Ottumwa has 2 games against Roosevelt on Monday that they should win, as the 3-1 is grounded sharply into the hole at short, long throw to first. Not in time. Zoe Jones beats out the infield hit. Ringsby got the throw over there, but not in time. That'll bring up Ella Aller. Ella shown at .453. Couple of home runs. 24 batted in before the stats, before this week, I should say. As the first pitch to the Bulldogs' second baseman, a big swing and a miss, strike 1. So Ottumwa 2 games back of East with 2 to play. The Bulldogs should win twice over Roosevelt on Monday. However, East will finish up against winless Des Moines North. So there's an 0-1 roller back to the circle. Guys will go to first for the out, as down to second goes Zoe Jones. Runner at second, 1 down for Jordan Pauls. Jordan's average coming into the week was at .289. I've got a feeling she might have snuck it back over 300. She had 3 hits in the doubleheader Wednesday at Des Moines Lincoln. Takes a pitch down and in for ball 1. So barring, since East gets to play North to finish the conference season, barring a miracle, the Bulldogs will finish second in the conference this season. And there's a high chopper to short. Charging is Ringsby. Throw to first in time for the second out. Jones down to third. 2 down for Amber Shots. Amber shown at .471, and that's probably higher. Just based on the Des Moines Lincoln doubleheader alone. She had 4 hits, 3 of them doubles in that game, including a 3-run double where she just missed a grand slam. First pitch here, ground ball out to second, up with it Walters, throw to first, and the inning is over. Ottumwa gets a leadoff hit, but strands the runner at third. After an inning, no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared at John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning, Bulldogs softball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. 47th Ottumwa Classic. Ottumwa nothing, Roland-Story nothing. As the Norsemen come to bat here in the top of the second. Roland-Story will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the order. Hayden Walters, Lydia Etler, and Kaylee Birkland. not Etler, is the third baseman who's on deck. Got to read my own handwriting better. Walters standing in first, takes a pitch up high, ball 1 from Ashlyn Sheets. Walters, a freshman, batting .353 with 14 runs batted in. One ball, no strikes. The next offering, just off the plate, and the count 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is fouled back by Walters, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. No score, top of the second. The 2-1 from Sheets to Walters is a strike at the letters, 2-2. Sheets 2-2 pitch, just off the plate, 3-2. Roland-Story got the first 2 hitters on in the first inning, didn't score. Sheets trying to retire the leadoff hitter in the second inning, Hayden Walters. The 3-2, ground ball out to second, over to her right is Aller. Throw to first, a little bit high, but Weeks keeps her foot on the bag for out number 1. Lydia Edker, the batter. Sophomore third baseman for the Norsemen, hitting .229 with 3 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. First pitch, in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, fly ball, shallow left center, actually carrying a bit, and back to in the alley to get it is Ann Gastrout, number 2. That ball carried farther than I thought.
Up next is the DP.
That brings up the designated player for Roland-Story, Kaylee Birkland. Sophomore hitting .219 with 6 runs batted in. 2 out, nobody on, top of the second, no score. First pitch to the right-handed hitter, down low, ball 1. Couldn't ask for much better weather for the Classic. We've had some scorchers. We've had rain some years. That pitch missing up high, 2-0. But 84 degrees with a light breeze, not too humid. If you told Mandy Moore at the beginning of the season she'd have these conditions for the Classic, she would have signed up for it in a heartbeat. The 2-0 is on the inside corner to Birkland for a called strike. And given some of the weather we've dealt with in the past week or so, the rain that took away the Southeast Polk doubleheader, this is just about perfect. 2-1, a bit low, and it's 3-1 with the number 9 hitter Schmitz on deck. Three balls and a strike. The pitch from Sheets. Chopper right back to the circle. Easy play for Sheets. Throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning for the Bulldogs sophomore. We head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless, Ottumwa and Roland-Story at the Classic on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live. A desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang drove me.
Bottom of the second inning. Ottumwa and Roland-Story are scoreless. Scoreboard says each team has 2 hits. Ottumwa has 1 hit. I think when the big game began, there was a hit on the board for Ottumwa before we ever started, so not that it matters that much. Josie Lemons, Sam Weeks, Maya Lemons, a 3-2 up for OHS. Josie, one of 3 Bulldogs seniors playing in her final classic. First pitch on the way from Madison Geis is down and away, ball 1. You look at Geis's numbers, didn't really have a chance in pregame to break it down. As the 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. 2.82 ERA. 62 earned runs allowed in 94 1/3 innings, but also 24 unearned runs. Roland-Story's had defensive issues at times this year. The 2-0 is popped up right side behind first. The second baseman Walters over to make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting first baseman, Sam Weeks.
Geis has not always had great control. As Sam Weeks digs in, left-handed batting first baseman. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, called a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Geis with 31 walks and 10 hit batters in her 94 1/3 innings on the stat sheet. That pitch up high to Weeks, and it's 2-1. Scoreboard's going to say 3-0, but even though the second pitch was dropped by the catcher Friest, it was called a strike. So it's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on for Ottumwa. Bottom second, no score. The pitch. High fly ball to right field, going back Schmitz. And that ball actually is caught by the center fielder, Faber, right in front of the fence in right center for out number 2. Weeks gave that ball a ride, and I don't know, maybe that northeast breeze knocked it down just a touch. She hit it high. And if she'd pulled it another couple of feet, it might have gotten over the fence and straightaway right. 2 down for Maya Lemons. Right-handed batting designated player, and takes a pitch downstairs, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Maya. That's off the plate, 2-0. Hitters count for Lemons. Every Bulldog hitter has been ahead in the count in this inning. That's on the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Lemons trying to start a 2-out rally, the 2-1 pitch to the DP. There's a liner to right center, out down for a base hit. That's going to roll. Around first is Lemons. On her way to second, the throw is cut off, and it's a sliding double for Maya Lemons to right center. And that'll bring up Ann Guest with an RBI opportunity. Ann had a couple of RBI singles in Game 2 on Wednesday at Des Moines Lincoln. Had 3 hits in the doubleheader. So that average staying above 300 for the Bulldog senior. First pitch, there's a strike, 0-1. Second inning in a row, Ottumwa's gotten a runner in the scoring position. Bulldogs had Zoe Jones at second with 1 out, and at third with 2 outs in the first inning, could not score. Now the 0-1 to Guest. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And with a little Stars and Stripes ribbon in her hair on this 4th of July weekend. 0-2 to Guest. Pitch on the way. Took it low and away. Good eye there. 1-2. Guest with those brown and white batting gloves. Digs back in that crouch. The 1-2. Swinging a foul. Guest gets a piece of it and stays alive. Still 1-2. Maya Lemons at second, 2 down, bottom second, no score. Geis, another 1-2 pitch. On the way to Guest. Pop up right side, back towards the screen, and it'll be caught by the catcher Friest. to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after 2. We're still scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Ottumwa nothing, Roland-Story nothing. Bulldogs softball brought to you by Andrew Schroeder with Schroeder Graphics and Sign LLC. Visit sgsignllc.com and like Schroeder Graphics and Sign LLC on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above. By Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. Stop out and see the new and improved look, and they aren't done yet. More upgrades are on the way to Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. 9-1-2 for Roland-Story to open the top of the third, starting with the right fielder Reagan Schmitz. First pitch lefty-lefty from Ashlyn Sheets is up and away, ball 1. Schmitz, a senior, hitting .318 with 10 runs batted in. The 1-0 is high, 2-0. Bulldog softball also brought to you by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. The 2-0 pitch is down and in, and Sheets falls behind Schmitz 3-0 with the top of the order on deck. The 3-0 pitch, that's a strike at the letters, 3-1. Now the 3-1, pop foul back to the screen, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. No score, top of the third. Roland-Story trying to get the leadoff hitter on. Sheets trying to come all the way back. The payoff, ground ball to second. Always got to hurry. Throw to first in time, out number 1. Back to the top of the order, Allie Ringsby singled her first time up, was eventually stranded at second. Lefty to righty, first pitch. A little bit high, ticks off the glove of the catcher Shots for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike, and we're even at 1-1. That pitch in there, and quickly, Sheets works ahead of Ringsby 1-2. Now, she was ahead of her 1-2 in the top of the first, actually 0-2 at one point, ended up giving up a single. So now trying to finish her off. The 1-2, just off the plate outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, top of the third, no score. The pitch, fouled back. Ringsby is hard to strike out. Count stays at 2-2. Ringsby had struck out 9 times in 80 at-bats coming in. Another 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back again. Each team with 2 hits. Each team with no runs. Again, the 2-2 from Sheets. Low and away, 3-2. Second straight full count. Sheets has 2 strikeouts so far. Now the 3-2 to Ringsby. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt of the catcher's shots. That's strike 3, and there's 2 down. Third strikeout for Ashlyn Sheets, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. 2 down for Reagan Faber, a bunt single her first time up. Lefty-lefty here, and the pitch. Pop foul back to the screen on the left for strike 1. Oh, 1 the count to Faber. The pitch, way high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sheets spins the ball on the left hip, now the 1-1. Ground ball to short, Ware's got it, throw to first, and that pulled the first baseman Weeks off the bag. That'll be an error on Jocelyn Ware to keep the inning going. It'll bring up the catcher, Macy Freest, who struck out her first time up. And we'll keep an eye on Faber at first, 19 for 21 in stolen base tries, and with 2 out, this would seem like a time that Roland-Story would want to get a runner into scoring position. First pitch on the way. Off the plate, ball 1. Runner at first and 2 down, the 1-0. Swing and a foul back. Count even at a ball and a strike. That ball ticked off the catcher's mask of shots, who appears none worse for the wear. One and 1 the count to Freese. The pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second and the tag, and it slipped out of the glove of Ware. Ware was getting to the bag just as the ball was, trying to catch it and tag at the same time. Looked like they might get her, but couldn't hang on to the throw. So the 20th steal for Faber. Count is 2-1 to Freese. The pitch was a ball. And now Roland-Story has that runner in scoring position. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Chased a rise ball, 2-2. Sheets trying to pitch around the 2-out error and the stolen base and keep this game scoreless. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter, Freest. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Sheets is out of the inning. Her 4th strikeout. Another one brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. No runs, no hits, and error, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. Here at the 47th Ottumwa Softball Classic. Your Bulldogs nothing, Roland-Story nothing. 9-1-2 due up for the Dogs. Jocelyn Ware, Zoe Jones, and Ella Aller. Ware coming off a Game 2 at Des Moines Lincoln on Wednesday where she was 2 for 4, including her 2nd home run of the season. Had 3 hits in that twin bill against the Rail Splitters. Each team no runs on 2 hits. The Bulldogs have committed the only error so far, but that did not end up hurting them. Ware digs in against right-hander Madison Geis. First pitch on the way from the junior. He's in there for a strike, 0-1. Both of these dugouts making some noise. The 1-0 pitch, and there's a pop-up behind the plate out of play. Look out in the bleachers. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Andy, if we get a high one coming right down on us, you're gonna protect me, right? I got a thumbs up. Awesome. Not if a wasp comes, but if a foul ball comes, she's good. There's a sharp grounder up the middle, base hit. So Ware stays hot. And I tell you what, if the goal of the Classic for on the field for Ottumwa is to prepare themselves for regional play, there are some Ottumwa hitters who are getting hot at the right time. Ware has been a hot hitter. Zoe Jones at the plate has been a hot hitter. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch. Jones bunts at first base side. Pretty good bunt. And the throw to first in time by an eyelash. Jones will get a sacrifice. Score it 2-3. Very close play. Ware down to second with 1 away for Ella Aller, who grounded back to the circle her first time up. To finish the point on both Jocelyn Ware and Zoe Jones, really starting to swing the bat well in the past week as Aller takes ball 1. When you understand that throughout most of the year, the 2, 3, and 4 spots, Aller, Pauls, and Schatz have been Ottumwa's most productive hitters, which is why they're hitting where they are. Big swing and a miss by Ella, 1 ball, 1 strike. But if you have Ware in the 9 spot and Jones in the leadoff spot getting on base consistently, and then you're bringing Aller, Pauls, and Schatz to the plate with runners on base, Ottumwa's setting up to score a lot of runs. Ella, ground ball up the middle, base hit. Around third is Ware, on her way to the plate. Up with it is Faber in center. The throw to the plate, not in time. Throw down to second, not in time. 1-0 Ottumwa, RBI single, Ella Aller taking second on the throw. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Ware gets on to start the inning. We nearly had 2 on, nobody out. Jones does get the sacrifice, and then Aller drives in the run. Now she's in scoring position for Jordan Pauls, who grounded out her first time up. First pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Sliding stop by the shortstop Ringsby. Throw to first. Not in time. Throw back to third, but already back on the bag was Ella Aller. Infield hit Jordan Pauls, and they're on the corners with only 1 out for Amber Schatz, who grounded to second her first time up. Ottumwa breaking through on the scoreboard, leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Still 2 on and 1 out. Schatz looking for something to drive right here. Pitch on the way. And there's a ground ball to second. They'll go to first for the out. Coming home and scoring is Aller. Down to second is Pauls. And it's 2-0. Schatz gets the RBI. And now let's see if Ottumwa can maximize the inning. Runner at second, 2 down for Josie Lemons, who popped out her first time up. Geis on the way to Lemons. And there's a liner down the line in right. That will drop past the diving right fielder. Fair ball. Scoring is Pauls. Racing for second is Lemons. RBI double for Josie. And it's 3-0. And that's what you call maximizing an inning, getting that third run home. And you still have a runner in scoring position. Lemons trades places with Jordan Pauls, and now Sam Weeks with an RBI chance. Amber Doyle, the Roland-Story head coach, called time for a moment. Wanted to make sure her right fielder Schmitz was okay. Schmitz made a diving attempt over by the line, and that ball came up empty. First pitch to Sam. Outside, ball 1. Weeks flew out to deep right center her first time up. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That's outside 2-0. Just talking to now retired coach Frank Houston a little earlier today, as when he stopped by. He got here right after I did. As there's a high drive to left center over towards the gap. That will drop in the gap for extra bases. Another run scores. Weeks with an RBI double, 4-0. Bulldogs just keep adding on, and they still have a runner in scoring position now for Maya Lemons, who doubled her first time up. Talking to Coach Houston, he said he thought that Ottumwa had a good shot against Roland-Story in this game, and the Bulldogs have broken through to the point where Roland-Story is going to change pitchers. That'll be it for Madison Geis, who cannot get out of the third inning. It's a pitching change for the Norsemen. We'll take 30 seconds and tell you about the new pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new pitcher for Roland-Story, Dana Vinson, the senior making her 21st appearance, all in relief, 3-2 with a 2.19 ERA. She'll face Maya Lemons as Madison Geis goes from the circle to first base, and Vincent comes from first base to the pitcher's circle. Pitch to Maya Lemons, a strike 0-1. 4-0 Ottumwa, bottom third. All 4 runs coming in this third inning. Sam Weeks at second with 2 down. The 0-1 to Maya. Pop up right side, coming in behind the circle, the shortstop, Ringsby, to make the catch, and the side is retired. But Ottumwa gets 4 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 on base after 3. Bulldogs up 4-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 4th inning. Ottumwa High Softball brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat, by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home, and by Ottumwa Job Corps Center, providing the skills you need to succeed in today's workforce at no cost to you. Visit ottumwajobcorps.gov. 4-0 Bulldogs as Roland-Story bats in the top of the 4th. First pitch from Ashlyn Sheets swung on and missed by Madison Geis for strike 1. Geis now playing first base. Roland-Story a little bit unique in the pitching department. His guy swings and misses 0-2. Geis has started every game in the circle this year. They only have the one starting pitcher. Vincent is only used in relief, although, as we told you, she's been used a lot, making her 21st appearance. Actually, probably her 22nd. I imagine she pitched in game 1 as well. That pitch up high, 1-2. I didn't see it, but if they gave up 6 runs, Vincent might have pitched in game 1. Now the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball out to short. Big hop for Ware. Throw to first is low, but dug out by Weeks for out number 1. 1 away for Dana Vinson. Grounded to second her first time up. Right-handed batter digs in for the second time against Sheets and takes a called strike 0-1. The 0-1 way high and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sheets 1-1, chopped foul at the plate, and the count goes to 1-2 on Vincent. Four nothing Ottumwa, 1 out, nobody on for Roland-Story here in the top of the fourth. Now the 1-2 pitch. Outside 2-2. Sheets has struck out 4, has not walked a batter in now 3 1/3 innings. Has allowed 2 hits, both of those coming in the first inning. First 2 batters reached, since then no more hits allowed. That pitch just off the plate, and it's 3-2. Hayden Walters, the second baseman, on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Vincent. And now the payoff pitch from Sheets. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. Strikeout number 5 for Ashland. And another strikeout brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Hayden Walters, the batter, grounded out to her counterpart, Elle Aller, the second baseman, her first time up. First pitch fouled back to the screen, 0-1. The count to Walters. The next offering from Sheets is fouled back again, and it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Sheets trying for her second 1-2-3 inning. She should have had 3, but an error kept the third inning going, 1 batter longer. And the 0-2 is off speed, a little bit high and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayden Walters. The left-hander Sheets brings it home. That off-speed pitch a little bit closer, but just missed. 2-2. Don't often see back-to-back change-ups from Ashland Sheets. Now the 2-2. Fouled back again. Amber Doyle in the third base coaching box for Roland-Story with a smile and a word of encouragement for Walters. Again, the 2-2 pitch, fouled back again. Of course, Amber called this diamond home for her high school career, won a state title with the Ottumwa in '95, and has a state runner-up to her credit as the Roland-Story head coach back in 2018. Had the misfortune of running into that Davenport Assumption team that won 3 straight titles from 2017 to 2019. That 2-2 pop foul to the right. That'll get over the first base dugout, out of play. Good battle here between Sheets and Walters. That's 3 pitches fouled off with 2 strikes, and it's still 2-2. 4-0 Ottumwa, top of the fourth. Another 2-2 pitch, line through the whole left side base hit. So Walters wins the battle. First hit for the Norseman since the first inning. 2 out and a runner on for Lydia Etker, who, flied out to left her first time up. Fairly deep left, as a matter of fact. Left-handed hitter went the opposite way. One on, 2 out. Lefty to lefty here, the pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Ottumwa 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. As that pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. Roland-Story, no runs, now 3 hits and no errors. Norsemen trying to get back into the game. Ottumwa leading 4-0. The 0-2. On the outside corner, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Etker gone on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 6 for Ashlyn Sheets, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left to go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-0 Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Ottumwa 4 and Roland-Story 0. Guest digs in. 0 for 1. Facing Vincent for the first time. First pitch. Shows bunt, pulled the bat back, but took a strike, 0-1. The next offering, swing and a miss. And the count quickly 0-2 on Guest. Bulldogs ahead by 4, all 4 runs coming in the bottom of the 3rd. RBIs for Ella Aller, Amber Schatz, Josie Lemons, and Sam Weeks. Now the 0-2. High fly ball to left center, but it'll hang up there long enough for the left fielder Wakefield to get there and make the catch for out number 1. That brings up Jocelyn Ware. Singled and scored her first time up. First pitch, ground ball sharply through the whole left side base hit. Ware is 2 for 2. And she's on for Zoe Jones, singled in the first inning, had a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd, missed a base hit on that one by an eyelash. Will she bunt again here, or will she swing away? One on, one out. Ottumwa trying to add to a 4-0 lead. Pitch on the way from Vinson. Swinging a fly ball to right. Drifting over to her right is Schmitz and makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Ella Aller, 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. Aller digs in. First pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike, 0-1. The next offering from the tall right-hander is grounded up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. Ware will stop at second. Aller 2 for 3. And that'll give Jordan Pauls an RBI opportunity. First and second, 2 down. Jordan 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Vincent winds and delivers. And there's a foul back, 0-1. And see the Ankeny softball team making their way towards the right field corner. That ball's hit slowly left side, fielded by the third baseman Edker. Throw to first is high. It got away. Around third and scoring is Ware. Down to third and holding on is Aller. And it's 5-0. As Roland-Story, we said in the pregame they've made some defensive mistakes. They cost themselves a run right there on the throwing error by Edker. And now runners at the corners for Amber Schatz, who had an RBI ground out her last time up. She's 0 for 2. Again, Ankeny is making their way as a team around to the outfield space behind right field to warm up for their game against Ottumwa. Pitch to Schatz is a strike, 0-1. So each team now has an error, but whereas Ottumwa's error didn't cost them anything, the Roland-Story error has cost them 1 run immediately, and the inning still going with runners on the corners. Now the 0-1 to Schatz. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. $5-0 Ottumwa trying to really break it open here. The 1-1. Swing and a foul back, 1-2. Schatz chased a pitch up in her eyes that time. Now Ember has to protect the plate. We've seen her hit well with 2 strikes this year. That 3-run double Wednesday was on an 0-2 pitch. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to third, bobbled, and there'll be no play. As Edker with another miscue. Aller scores. Paul's to second. 6-0 Ottumwa. We'll get a courtesy runner now for Schatz, I believe. And out of the dugout is Maddie Hauk. So Hauk at first, Paul's at second. Here's Josie Lemons, doubled down the right field line to drive in a run her last time up. She's 1 for 2. Two runs home in the inning, 6-0 Dogs. 2 on, 2 out, bottom 4. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Paul's around third. They put the stop sign on as the center fielder, Faber, gets it back in quickly. But the bases are loaded. And the batter is Sam Weeks, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Weeks digs into that left-handed batter's box. First pitch from Vincent. High fly ball to center, but it's not going to carry. Faber underneath it makes the catch. And the side is retired. Ottumwa leaves them loaded, but they tack on 2 more runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors. And again, 3 left on base. We go to the 5th inning. 6-0 Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the 5th inning. Bulldogs softball brought to you by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. Ottumwa 6, Roland-Story 0 here at the Ottumwa Classic as the Norsemen bat in the top of the 5th. Kaylee Birkland leads it off. And the designated player for Roland-Story takes a pitch downstairs from Ashlyn Sheets, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, up high, 2-0. Sheets has fallen behind a few hitters in this game, but has battled back every time. And there's a ground ball to short, up with it Ware, throw to first, and there's one down. The number 9 hitter now, Reagan Schmitz, grounded to second her first time up. Lefty-lefty matchup for Sheets. First pitch on the way. Inside, ball 1. That pitch in there for a strike, and the count even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-1 on Schmitz. Bulldogs trying to stay red hot, looking for their 8th win in a row. The 2-1 pitch, grounded back to the circle. Sheets has it, throw to first, 2 down. Top of the order, Allie Ringsby, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First pitch, off speed in there for a strike, 0-1. Ottumwa, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Roland-Story, no runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Now the 0-1. Fly ball to right. Paul's going back. That's well hit. That's over her head and up against the fence. Ringsby will pull into second with a 2-out double. So she's in scoring position for the second time today. And the batter, Reagan Faber, 1 for 2, has singled and has reached on an error. Fourth hit allowed by Sheets. Doesn't feel nearly as urgent as the 2 early hits with the 6-0 lead. And that ball grounded to third. Lemons has it, throw to first. That won't be in time. The corner infielders were in with the speedy Faber batting. Lemons had it, but Weeks had to get back to first. Lemons waited for her to get there, and the throw did not get there in time. So runners at the corners with 2 down on the infield hit by Faber, and that brings up Macy Friest, who has struck out twice. There are 2 out. Runners on the corners as Roland-Story is trying to crack the scoreboard for the first time today here in the top of the 5th. Ottumwa leading 6-0. First pitch on the way. Runner goes. Throw down to second is high into center field, and that'll allow the runner to score. Runner going to third. The throw, the tag, safe the call. Ooh. Someone wanted that call at third. Another great throw by Zoe Jones, right on the money. Lemons with the tag, but I think both umpires called it safe, so it's going to be a little hard to argue that one. Faber will get a stolen base. Ringsby will score on a throwing error, and Faber will go to third on that throwing error by the catcher's shots. Ottumwa's lead down to 6-1. Now the 1-0 to Friest. That's a strike, and we're even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. A late swing by Friest, 1-2. Suppose you could debate whether or not Schott should have thrown through on that, although I think a good throw would have gotten her. The throw was just high. Now the 1-2 pitch. Just off the plate, 2-2. Sheets looking for her 7th strikeout. If she gets it, they'll strand a runner at third. 6-1 Ottumwa now top 5. Roland-Story trying to get closer. The 2-2 pitch. Off the plate outside, 3-2. Madison Geis on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. Up and in, ball 4. First walk issued by Sheets. That'll put runners on the corners for Geis, who was struck out and grounded to short. Courtesy runner coming for Freese, the catcher. Norsemen don't have numbers on the front of their jerseys. Trying to figure out who that runner is. Geis stands in, runners on the corners, and the pitch. Foul at the plate. 0-1. The runner was in motion. Cameron Landy, wears number 12, is the runner at first. She was running on that first pitch, had to go back. Now the 0-1. Going again, and Shots thought about throwing but couldn't get a clean handle on the ball, so a stolen base puts runners at second and third. The pitch was a ball, count even at 1-1. Now a base hit could make this a 3-run game. The 1-1. Off speed, a little bit up and in. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch from Sheets. Liner caught by Aller, down to a knee at second to retire the side. Geis hit it hard, but Aller equal to the task. 1 run on 2 hits. There was an error and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa 6, Roland-Story 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang drove me.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa 6, Roland-Story 1. Looks like the Norsemen have made a couple of defensive changes here. Hayden Walters has moved from second base to third base. Catherine Limas is now at second. And she would be batting in the number 7 spot where the third baseman Lydia Edker had been. So Limas into the 7 spot at second base, and Walters moving from second to third. And Maya Lemons leads off the bottom of the 5th for Ottumwa, 1 for 2 with a double. Ground ball sharply to first, but backhanded cleanly by Geis, who steps on the bag for out number 1. Maya hit it hard, but sometimes you hit it hard right at somebody. Here's Ann Guest, who was fouled out and flied out 0 for 2. First pitch. There's a flare to right field, but it stays up there long enough for Schmitz to make the catch, and there's quickly 2 down. Ann put a good swing on it, but again, right at a fielder. Jocelyn Ware, the batter, 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Ottumwa got 4 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Roland-Story a run in the top of this 5th. Ware with a little liner into center for a base hit, and Ware is 3 for 3. Just out of the reach of the shortstop Ringsby. Top of the order, Zoe Jones. Ottumwa has seen 3 pitches in this inning. The 2 they hit pretty hard were for outs. The 1 not hit as hard ends up being a base hit. And now the batter is Jones, who was singled, laid down a sac bunt, and flied out sharply to right. Ottumwa 6 runs on 11 hits. 1 run on 5 hits for the Norsemen, each team with 2 errors. Jones shows bunt, but the pitch down and in, ball 1. Vincent's 1-0 to Jones. That's in there for a strike, and we're even at 1-1. Bottom of the 5th inning, 6-1 Dogs. Runner on first, 2 down. Pitch way high to Zoe, who had shown bunt again, but no reason to offer at that one. 2-1 the count. Vincent's 2-1 is fouled at the plate. Zoe swung and one around her shoe tops, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. And a liner into center field, but it's right at Faber for the final out. Ottumwa's 3 outs were all hard hit right at Norseman fielders. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left after 5. Bulldogs 6, Roland-Story 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Bulldog softball brought to you by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street, Ottumwa by the train depot, offering an array of coffee beverages and serving breakfast, plus homemade soup, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. For more information, like and follow them on Facebook. By Blackhawk Auto Body and Linex of Ottumwa for all your auto body repair needs, insurance work, and spray and bed liners. Check them out for all your aftermarket truck accessories. Contact Blackhawk Auto Body for a free quote. And by Lee's Photography, Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. Top of the 6th inning, 6-1 Ottumwa. First pitch is fouled back by Dana Vincent of Roland-Story for strike 1. Bulldogs 4 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, Roland-Story 1 in the 5th. Ottumwa 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Roland-Story 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. The 0-1 from Sheets to Vincent. Ground ball to 3rd. Lemons has it. Throw to 1st, 1 down. Hayden Walters, the batter, who's now playing 3rd base, 1 for 2 with a single. Walters digs in. Sheets spinning the ball on her left hip, now bringing it home, and it's up high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and Walters takes it for a strike. The 1-1 pitch on the way, and Walters pops it foul to the right. That will land untouched near the Roland-Story on-deck circle. And the count goes to 1-2 on Walters. Remember, after this game, Ottumwa will face Ankeny to wrap up day one of the 47th Ottumwa Softball Classic, the longest-running softball classic in the state. That pitch fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Sheets has struck out 6 and walked 1. She's allowed 5 hits and an unearned run in 5 innings. The 1-2, low and away, 2-2. And now in her last 27 innings, Sheets has allowed a grand total of 4 runs. That's counting earned and unearned. The 2-2. Liner to right. Paul's in a few steps, shields her eyes, makes the catch out number 2. 2 away for the second baseman. Catherine Limas getting her first at bat of the, Actually, it's Cameron Landy. It was 12, not 2. They announced number 2 coming in to play second, but it's Landy, number 12, with the at-bat, a swing and a miss, strike 1. Landy, as a courtesy runner last inning, stole a base. At the plate, the 8th grader, this looks like this could be her first at-bat of the year at the varsity level. A swing and a miss, and quickly down on the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Sheets brings it home. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Strikeout number 7 for Ashlyn Sheets, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-1 Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Ottumwa 6, Roland-Story 1, as the Bulldogs look to win their first game that they'll play of 4 in this year's Ottumwa Classic. Bulldogs have 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup due up. Ella Aller, Jordan Pauls, Amber Schatz. The umpires, we're talking with Mandy Moore about the time limit. Again, it's an all-day tournament, so of course you've got to have a time limit on games, or you'll never get done. I wanted to say that in past years, the Ottumwa games didn't necessarily worry about the time limit being at the end of the day. But we'll see. They said there were 5 minutes left. Now, by my count, if it's a 90-minute time limit, we'd have a little more than that because we started at 4:20. Ella Aller lines the first pitch into left center. That's a base hit. That's rolling into the alley. Ella thinking about 2. She's on her way. Here's the throw. It's cut off. Stand-up leadoff double for Ella Aller. Jordan Paul's the batter, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Now, if by the umpire's time we have less than 5 minutes left, and we're in the bottom of the 6th inning and Ottumwa has the lead. So if this inning goes longer than 5 minutes, the umpires might say, well, we're out of time and the home team's winning in the bottom half of the 6th, game over. So we might not even finish the bottom of the 6th if they stick to it. But we're going to have another pitching change here as the third pitcher of the day is coming in for Roland-Story. We'll tell you about her after this 30-second timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new Roland-Story pitcher is sophomore Emma Schneerstein, making her 5th appearance. No record, an ERA of an even 7. 6 innings pitched, 8 hits allowed, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Runner at second, nobody out for Ottumwa. The pitch to Jordan Pauls bounces in there, ball 1. Two and a third innings pitched plus 1 batter in this inning for Dana Vinson in relief of Madison Geis. That pitch outside to Pauls, 2-0. Geis was charged with 4 of the runs, the other 2 to Vinson. That pitch a strike to Pauls, 2-1. The 2 runs charged to Dana Vinson so far unearned, but she is responsible for all her at second base. Now the 2-1. Jordan grounds it sharply to short. A bobble for a moment by Ringsby, but she recovers and throws to first for the out as Aller stays at second. 1 away for Amber Schatz. 0 for 3 does have an RBI in this game. One on, 1 out. Pitch on the way, and it's high and away, ball 1 to Schatz. Aller getting a pretty big jump off a second as that pitch came in. The catcher, Friest, walks it out a bit, and Ella trots back to the bag. Now the 1-0. Schatz with a chopper foul third base side, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Well, and that's going to be all as the umpire says the time has run out. And kind of like what we thought might happen when you heard the conversation before the start of the bottom of the 6th inning. Time has run out, and Ottumwa has knocked off Roland-Story in 6 innings by a final of 6-1. So we'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Go Bulldogs!
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. The first of Ottumwa's two games today in the Ottumwa Classic is in the books, and the Bulldogs win it over Roland-Story, the number 13 team in Class 3A, by a final of 6-1. Totals for Ottumwa: 6 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base. Ashlyn Sheets, the winning pitcher. She's now 14-4. For Roland-Story, 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 errors. They left 6 on base. Madison Geist takes the loss. She drops to 15-6. In a ball game that took 1 hour and 22 minutes, Ottumwa now 21-12. Bulldogs have won 8 in a row. Roland-Story goes 0-2 today in Ottumwa. They fall to 22-8. Well, one more game today to wrap up day 1 of the Classic. The Bulldogs will host Ankeny in just a little while. Right now, we will take on the radio side a 3-minute timeout, send it back to the studio. Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, we'll let you meet a few more of our great sponsors and then just let you watch them get the field ready for game 2 here at Houston Field. Bulldogs face Ankeny shortly. Keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier. Together. So let's get to know each other. Because together is better.